How's it going, guys? So this is part 2 of our Thanksgiving Day load.
You have reached your destination. The destination is on your right.
All right, let's let the GPS go up. But I think that's what the title will be. Let's trucking on Thanksgiving, something like that. But this is part 2 of our Thanksgiving Day of our load or whatever. But again, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. You know, enjoy the food for me. You know, enjoy all the turkey, all the chicken, all the steak, whatever you guys are eating. Enjoy it. Whew. But anyways, we are at the DC. We are about to pick up our second load. It's still the same day. So in part 1, we just got done delivering our first load, just about an hour away. So now we're picking up our load and going to, actually, so I looked at the destination where we're delivering this load, and it's called Elucid, Ohio, something like that. And it's about a 5-hour drive, actually, a 3 to 5 hour drive. We've actually been to that store too, so it's been a while since I went to that store, but that's where we're going. So I'm gonna check in at the Guard Shack. Of course, I don't record the Guard Shack. I don't know their recording policies, so I try not to record or anything. So yeah, it's actually empty today. It's not that busy, so I'll get back with you guys when I'm done checking in. All right, so we just checked in at the Guard Shack, and all right, let's get around this car. Chevy Malibu Premier or something. But anyways, I'm also looking into getting that car too. That's why I was looking at it. But yeah, we are putting this trailer in D2. So in part 1, our backing was pretty good, honestly. It was a hole. I would call it a hole-in-one, but we did have to do 2 pull-ups. But we have to put this at D2, so we're not putting it here this time around. We're putting it in D2, which is up there. And then we'll come pick up our loaded trailer, which is all the way down there. So this time around, it should be solid. Like this time around, we should be good. Let me unplug the charger, of course. But this time around, I have good faith. I'll back in. We will get it all a hole-in-one. No pull-ups. Let's go for no pull-ups today. Of course, if I have to do a pull-up, I will do a pull-up, right? But let's try to go without doing a pull-up. So we are putting this trailer in D2. So we are currently in D2 is all the way up here. These guys are definitely slow because they're just chilling. The Euro dogs. Hopefully the trailer we're picking up is a 2022 a modern trailer. I'm tired of the hard landing gear. So D2 is all the way up here. So for today, we actually are in a spot where, so for D2, of course, we are going to do the formula, but there is no 2 lanes, so it still counts. So D2, so 1 and 2. This will be our second lane. Then we'll crank it all the way to the right. Get past the second landing gear. We will let this kite. Oh, never mind. Okay, we don't have to let him go. Then we'll crank it all the way to the left. Get past. Get in the middle of the K. All right. So for some weird reason, this time around our formula worked. Same procedure and everything, but first time around it didn't work. All right, let's straighten it out a bit. Now let's straighten it out. A hole-in-one, guys. That's what we're going for. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah! We went too shallow. Too shallow. Too shallow. Too shallow. Can we fix it without? Okay, we have to do a pull-up. Hey, at least we got it in. You know, we couldn't get a hole. Actually, we can fix this, but never mind. We can do our pull-ups. We couldn't get the hole-in-one we wanted. Hey, actually that counts as a hole in one because we actually got the whole trailer in there. Oh, why did I pull up like that? I don't have enough space. But I can still fix this. But you know, we still got it all the way in. We just couldn't get, it was just too shallow. So it will be half a point on hole in one. It will be half a point on hole one because we couldn't, you know, it was a bit too shallow. I just made it too shallow again, but I went too deep on the other side. But all right, that works perfect. All right, sweet. You know, we couldn't get the perfect hole in one, but you know, I would take that. One pull up, half a point on hole one. You know, we're still in there, so still perfect. All right. Now, of course, we put the landing gear, we put the airlines here because you know, we're picking up a trailer like down the lane, so we don't have to put it here. But nice. Woo. Crank it, crank it, crank it. Getting our daily cardio in there. So it's November 24th, and if you watch soccer or football, Brazil versus Serbia today at 2 p.m. Luckily, I have YouTube TV, so I don't miss out on all the actions. I can just watch it after I'm done with all my loads. All right, so we are heading to Q31. That's where the trailer we're picking up is at. The trailer. All right, nice. Q31. All right. All right, all right. All right. Q31. That is where we're heading. So, according to my GoPro Quick app, I have 4 hours and 14 minutes of recording to do before it runs out of space. So, like I said in my part one, if you didn't watch it, I said let me know in the comments if you guys want me to just record the whole thing, no cuts, just record it, and when it gets to a part where it's boring, I'll just speed up the video and I'll add a music to it, and it'll be like a nice compilation of just me driving, and I'll speed up the video, of course. Or you guys prefer me just cutting the video in half in certain points and then getting back with you guys when there's something to talk about, or whenever there's something interesting happening on the road. You know what I'm saying? So let me know in the comments how you guys prefer it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, those reefers are loud. Q31. Q is on the left side, so that's where it is. And also in yard moves, I can't go beyond 20 miles per hour. If I do go beyond 20 miles per hour, it will put me in drive, and my drive clock will start running or something. I have a love-hate relationship with the internationals. I've never driven an international for a long, prolonged period of time. Like I've tested in the international before, but I haven't driven in one before. I do like the interior space. They have a lot of space in the interior, in my opinion, but just the drive quality is not there. That's what my opinion is. Q31. All right, that's just our trailer. Your guy's chilling right there. 118316. Yep, that's our trailer. Nice. It's a brand new trailer, so I went too shallow, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Oh, the trailer's too low. The trailer was too low, man. But all right. I think the yard guy was gonna help us, but he didn't. All right. Of course, we gotta do a visual check. Yep, she's in. What is this truck doing here? Oh, this is so nice. Look how smooth that is. Oh, I wish all trailers were like this. All landing gears. Look how smooth and buttery that is, man. You don't appreciate the small stuff until you start getting hit with the hard stuff. But what is this guy doing here? JB Hunt. All right, so flash is just working, lights, it's looking good. Let's check our seal. 7310. Whoa. Yeah, all right. Self-inflated tires. Still gotta make sure they're good. This is not how you do your pre-trip, guys. Don't do your pre-trip like this. All right, I know these tires are good, that's why I'm doing that, but if you're doing your own pre-trip, actually thoroughly check the tires. All right. Nice day. It's like a deja vu. I did this same walk in my other load. It's straight up deja vu. But all right, they're not tangled up. Everything's looking good. All right. I already did my paperwork ahead of time to save us. So 73:10. All right, and our departure is 1:55 p.m. And this is heading to store. We actually got a fuel stop today, so I'll show you guys the fuel stop and how it works. Well, let me make sure. Store 1112. Okay, store 1112. Let's do our tug test, like always. All right, she's nice and hooked up. Nice. See, the light didn't come on the trailer, so that means our tires are good. But for the self-inflated tires, there's usually a light right on the edge. Let me see if I can show you guys. There's a light, that bulb right there in the mirrors. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but if it lights up, it means that the trailer tires is filling up with air. And if it's still up while you're driving, you gotta pull over and, you know, you still gotta check your tires, of course. You still gotta check your tires and make sure that your tires is good. Yeah, these guys are chilling. But yeah, if you guys know my other videos, I said that I want the 2023 Kenworth T680. So hey Swift, I know you guys are watching this. Let me get that 2020, not 20, did I say 2026? But let me get that 2023 T680, man. That Kenworth, man. Let me get that Kenworth. Let me put her to work, man. Let me put her to work, man. Yeah, Kenworth T680. You know, the one with the digital dash. And I want to see how it is, like how it is like. I think I haven't been in the Kenworths before, but I think they have more space in the sleepers. One thing that I know has been said around is that the Freightliners have a lot of storage. So, all right, so I'll get back with you guys when I'm done checking out of the garbage check. I want to show you guys the garbage check procedure, but I'm not sure about the recording lost or whatever. So I'll get back with you guys soon. So we just checked out of the Gar Shack. Currently in our way to the delivery. So I said it's 5 hours. It's actually not 5 hours. I'll take that back. It's a 2-hour drive, 2 hours and 15 minutes drive, not 5 hours. I don't know where I got that 5 hours from. But it's a 2 hours drive to Elucid Wilbaro something, Ohio. We will be stopping for fuel at Love 7-Eleven. So if I haven't showed you guys the fuel, what's it called? The fuel, what's it called? Steps for semi trucks. If you are interested in that, stay tuned. I'll show you guys, and I'll show you guys how that also works. But yeah, it is I believe it's about a 30, 40, 45 minutes, maybe half an hour drive to our fuel stop. So it's just gonna be a long drive, and yeah, I will get back with you guys when, what's it called? So my GoPro died, but we're back again. I couldn't do the compilation. I was in the midst of doing it, like I was doing it, and I looked down and I realized that, oh shoot, my GoPro is dying. So this is about 25-30 minutes later. We're about to get our fuel stop at exit 165. It is pretty close, but yeah, I think I've been to, it's a Love 7-Eleven. I've been to this fuel stop before, so should have been nothing new. It's been chill, just quiet. I've been listening to the radio for the World Cup, because I obviously can't watch it because I'm driving, but I've been listening to it, and it's been good so far. I think it's still 0-0. I believe it's Brazil versus Serbia. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. But yeah, I've been to this Love's before. I have to buy some stuff at this Love's anyway, so I'll probably take the camera into the store. I've been done that before, but I'll see how alien it feels to take the camera to the store. But yeah, exit 165. Yep, and we will take a left right here. Yeah, I've been here before, but I actually came here at night. When I came here, it was at night, and I was delivering down the road in some weird area. But yeah, I'm kind of starving, honestly. I haven't really eaten anything so far. I ran out of steak. If you know me, I'm a big steak guy. Like, I eat steak almost every day. I had to like cut back on steak because I'm pretty sure it's unhealthy to be eating steak every single day. Let me unplug but I absolutely love steak, so I eat it at least twice a week or something. You know, some ribeye, you know, some ribeye steak, and I'm good. But I recently did some grocery shopping, bought some chicken drumsticks. It should last me about 2 weeks until I need some groceries. So yeah, I'm only spending like 100, maybe like 250 on groceries a month, and that's because I like eating. I'm a big steak guy. I like a lot of. I have a carnivore diet or whatever it's called. So I'm a big red meat guy. I like a lot of. I'm a power lifter, so you know, all these rich proteins and stuff. So I spend about 250 on groceries a month, maybe less. But yeah, that's mainly my expense right now. And if you know, I live out of my semi, so I don't have like crazy. I don't have like rents and all these extra shit. But oh, the fuel island is pretty empty today. I mean, it's Thanksgiving, so it's not like something weird, but it's more empty than I thought. I think most of these trucks are like people parking here, just going home. I think they're just parking here and going home. Oh, this guy's busting a U-turn. They're just busting a U-turn in the middle of this fuel island. And here comes these couples. Gotta take my time, gotta find my spots. And they're absolutely chilling, yeah. I mean, we have a quarter of a tank, or a quarter in the tank, but you know, it's winter. We want to make sure we got that full tank or trip around, unless it's some short trip. Okay, now I have to really make sure that I'm really aligned with my gas tank is really aligned with the pump, because of my last delivery last night, well, my night delivery the other day, I couldn't record it, but I got to this Flying J and I was literally so offline that I was fueling and I had to stop fueling, and like turn the truck back on just to fix it. But anyways, let's put fuel. All right, fuel. And I will show you guys this whole process. Let me take off my sunglasses. All right. I like to drive with my shoes off, so I have to put it back on. He's probably thinking, this guy up in front is probably thinking, man, how long has that guy been here? Because he looked at me and got concerned, and he started like reaching for his pocket. But don't worry about it. I just got here. All right, now let me take out I don't want to show you guys my wallet and my driver's license, so I'm just gonna look up while taking out my Love's fuel card and my Comdata card. All right, but I'm pretty sure I've shown you guys this before. If I haven't, then this is how it works. But yeah, let me take these off, man. All right, so first, gotta put these on, of course. Man, all right. Put your Comdata in, and then the Love's. Wish I gotta put this one in too. But, okay, it never worked, so I gotta do it again. All right, there you go. Now I gotta put my Love's card in, and then move that quickly. All right, that worked. All right, now I gotta put up my unit number. While that is going on, we need, we're good on def, so we don't need def, just some fuel. Somebody did it. Oh, come on. I gotta put on my driver's license number. I can't have you guys seeing that, but all right, now, man, I got a pee too, so it should be, no, I'm good on that. Somebody got $28. That's only 7 gallons. Unless that was this guy. That's weird. All right, then you gotta pull this, and I like to do it 360. Now, slightly farther away. All right, now when that is going on, I'll go around to our nest. I'll come to the other tank, and I'll also pick this up. Open the tank, grab this, pull it up, then fuel. Yeah, we're good on, oh, come on. That was from the other truck, not, all right. This spill was from, you know, all right, we set on this. That's just weird. That's crap. Alright, that guy's leaving now. Alright, and we got a from all that night driving the other day. Oh, actually, this was from us going to Rochester, New York. That's where all this. I'm pretty sure our fuel just got done completing fuel or whatever. But Prime Inc. I nearly actually went to Prime before Swift. Like, I was this close to going to Prime, but apparently Prime had a hiring freeze, so I couldn't get onto Prime. But went to Swift and good so far, honestly. Fudge. But yeah. All right, now let's fill this up. Oh shit. Yeah, that just happened. I forgot that, you know, I'm literally extending this one, so man, I spilled. Come on. I mean, they probably made this for fuel protecting, because, you know, they knew about how truck drivers can get. All right, let's move forward, and I'll go inside a store and, you know, use a bathroom and stuff. Yep. Let's go forward. Don't want to go above like 5 miles per hour, I believe, or 3 miles per hour, whichever it is. But there's usually a line on the ground that tells you exactly how much to pull forward to, but I don't see it anywhere. So probably there's usually a line, but I don't see it anywhere. But oh, there it is. I just passed it. Okay, I see it now. I see the line now, so we have to. All right. Let's get my phone. You know what? I'm gonna cut the video and I'll be back when I'm done getting whatever I need in the store. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back from using the bathroom. I didn't want to take the camera in there because I was also using the bathroom too. So now you know why I didn't want to do it. But yeah, our tech test. Hold up. All right, it was sus how our tuck test was, so I had to like do it again. But all right, let's set out. So it is 2 hours away, our delivery. It's about 107 miles, which is 2 hours in total. So not too shabby, not too shabby. Anyways, I got my orange juice chilling right here. Whoa, 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 look up, buddy, look up. Whew. Did you guys see that? I mean, he probably saw me, but I low-key freaked out. I was like, yo, my guy. This might come off weird, but I've barely seen any black people drive. I'm black, by the way, but I haven't seen any black folk drive those old school type trucks. It's pretty nice. Yeah, that was random for me to say that, but man, I just drank this orange juice and it just burned my lip. Is that normal? That can be normal. Yeah, it just burned my lip. That's, yeah, I know I'm drinking orange juice out of the, what's it called, but it's mine. I'm the only person that drinks this, so I don't really care. But yeah, 2 hours, 107 miles, well, 103 miles actually away. So should be, wait, it's our turn. No, it's not right here. This is not our turn. Whenever I go long enough without talking while recording, I kind of feel weirded out, and I'm like, yo, I have to talk. So I'm trying to get into the groove of just driving sometimes without talking while recording. Of course, I can do it while not recording, but for some reason, if I'm recording and I don't talk for like, I don't know, a couple minutes, I kind of get weirded out. But let's bust this turn. It's kind of funny too, because if you guys play any type of racing games out there, you know, racing lines, sometimes like a ramp like this, sometimes I hug the outside line and then I'll cut back inside to find the most shortest and fastest path throughout the turn. It's so funny how I'm doing it sometimes. I play the F1 game, F1 22, and some iRacing games. So whenever I'm off in a ramp, I kind of slow down and I start taking that racing line, that artificial racing line on the ground. Of course, I watch my speed. I'm in a semi, so I can't be driving like a F1 car or a racing car, but I still take that racing line sometimes. It's funny. So it's funny when I catch myself doing it, but also we are 18,000 pounds or 19,000, 18 or 19,000. I think I said it earlier, but yeah, she's climbing out like we are 30,000 pounds, which is weird. I don't understand. That's why I was saying that earlier, that I'm gonna have to take this truck in to see when it's due for service, because it's been iffy lately. I mean, she's been perfect and everything, but she's been iffy lately. Like the power is not there as it used to be. So I have to, you know, take it in for service and see what's up with it. But man, we bought this the other day on the night delivery that I said earlier again that I couldn't record. But I'm glad I saved this. It's cheese and berries Danish. Usually I like the beer or something. It's not actual beer, but this type of beer, there's also have a version called Beer Farm or something, and it's like crazy good. Or you can get the what's it called? Oh man, I forgot what it's called. The strawberry ones are really good too. But I got this cheese berries Danish because that was the only one that was left the other day. I gotta watch this guy up ahead, just cut it in like that. But yeah, it's an hour and 39 minutes drive now, basically 2 hours. So let's occupy ourselves. Pretty smooth. Come on, open up. All right, there you go. I'm not sure about eating while driving, while recording, but oh well. Okay. Okay. This is good. Yeah, this is pretty good. Okay, look at that. This is good. All right. This guy's gonna cause some problems. Why don't you just speed up? Instead, they will slow down on the ramp. I can't let him through because, you know, there's a semi in my left lane. But I bet a mile down the road, we'll see that same SUV pass us going like 80 miles per hour. I bet you. Just watch. Turkey says buckle, buckle. That's funny. Turkey says buckle, buckle. That's hilarious. Hey, don't do this and drive, kids. Alright, I have full grip of the wheel, so I can't do this. But don't do this and drive. In case you know, Swift is watching. Okay. Oh man, this is good. Man, it's good. I thought it wasn't gonna be great because I only like the other flavors. I haven't tried this before. But I'll take all the thoughts I had on this not being good back. This is pretty good. Man, I cleaned that hood mirror on the left, but it still has some residue on it. Pretty much all my mirrors got residue on it. I mean, the windshield is kind of dirty too. I saw on Reddit that putting dishwasher soap, squeezing some dishwasher soap on top of your windshield, and then using the fuel island scrubber to like wipe down the windshield. That's really good. But I haven't tried that yet. So we are actually in Mansfield. Yep, Mansfield, Lucas right now. Mansfield, Ohio. I promise you, this is not how the city looks like. The city is actually weirdly all the way in the left corner of this area. It's weird. Like, it's like I delivered there the other day, a while ago, at night delivery. It was raining and cold, and I was driving through all these like wooden residential area, and I'm like, what is this place? Like I should have semi be here. And then about 5-10 minutes later, I came upon a big city, and I'm like, what? Like there's such a big city in the middle of nowhere. It makes no sense. It's like Miami, it's like Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. Same thing. You've been driving through miles and miles upon cornfields, then out of nowhere, the university is like right there. It's like, whoa, like you're not supposed to be here type stuff. Man, these guys are steaming down the road. Wait, has that damn, I can't even talk, but has that SUV passed us yet? Oh, that's the SUV in our left lane, in behind us right there. I was barely on that line and it went off, but I'm pretty sure that SUV that I said that it will pass us going 80 miles per hour. I think it's he or she has passed us, or the car behind me right now might be it. It's actually really windy today. I'm glad this load is not like 13,000 pounds. Like I said earlier again, in part one actually. So it's just slightly windy today. So luckily, we can handle. You know what? I'm thinking of getting some. I was about to say steak. I'm thinking of getting some turkey, right? Ordering some turkey tomorrow. I know Thanksgiving is today, but ordering some turkey tomorrow and putting it in my air fryer. You know. This air fryer does really good. Just, you know, cooking up some turkey, cause I can't eat a whole turkey to myself. Like, I mean a whole cooked turkey, of course, to myself. But okay, it's still sweet. I took a bite and I kind of realized it's a bit too sweet for my liking. Ooh. Yeah, it's too sweet for my liking. Way too sweet. Readjusting my seatbelt. Did my zoner just restart while I'm driving? It always does that sometimes. Dude, why would you restart while I'm driving? Nah, okay, it's good. I was gonna say I probably have to pull over and fix it. Cause I remember the other time I was driving, you know, cruising down the street, chilling, and then out of nowhere, I had my sunglasses on that day, so right. And with my sunglasses on, it kind of it's a really dark tint, so I couldn't really see on my zonar because I had the brightness down. So I glanced over my zonar a couple times, and it looked normal to me because I had the sunglasses on, right? And then randomly I looked again, and I was like, wait a minute. And I took my sunglasses off. This zonar has been off for the last 20 miles. Oh man, I had to pull over, restart the zonar, do this whole fixing thing and calling logs department and let them know, hey, you know, my zonar has been frozen for the past 20 miles. And I had to accept some logs to show them that, hey, I was actually, you know, driving. But yeah, it wasn't fun. I wasn't mad, but I was irritated because I had to spend like 20 minutes on the side of the road fixing it. Because you don't want to be driving with your zonar off, obviously. Come on, I'm barely on there. but you don't want to be driving with your zone or Qualcomm or whatever you use off, for obvious reasons. So yeah, it's too sweet for me. It's if you didn't hear it the first time I said it, it's cheese and berries Danish. That's what it's called. Bread. It's just a bit too sweet for me. It's good, but it's, dude, come on, it's a bit too sweet for me, man. It hasn't gone off for the past hour. Now it's going off. That's as our state trooper's chilling in that corner right there, if you guys can see him. I also just talked to one of my buddies from the CDO Academy. When I went to the CDO Academy, David. Oh, never mind. He's changing his tires. You need help, officer? But yeah, while I was at the Loves, one of my buddies in the CDO Academy was like, "Hey, happy Thanksgiving, dude." You know, shout out to David, cool dude. I know somebody's gonna be tripping about me drinking my orange juice from the jar, or whatever you want to call it now. I use it, it's mine, nobody touches it, so I really don't care. But I know somebody's gonna be tripping about it. I also lower the camera a bit lower like this so that you guys can see my steering wheel and both the road better, to give you that full immersion experience. I usually reset my trip computer on the dash, but I forgot to do it this time around. I usually do it to see my miles per gallon, and I honestly don't care about the miles per gallon because, you know, you have to get for dedicated accounts, I believe, for Swift, or the account that I'm on, you have to get, as a new driver or whatever, or a new driver, yeah, basically a new driver, you have to get 8,000 miles on that dedicated account to be able to get your fuel bonus. And my which is about 6 months, I believe, or I don't know, around that area. But I remember my trainer told me about it, my mentor told me about it, and I completely forgot about it. And then I was on the Swift website looking at my miles per gallon, and I saw $300 as my fuel bonus. I'm like, let's go, I'm about to get some money. Then I looked below it, it was saying that requirements not met. Like, come on, what? Requirements not met? So here's a weird thing about it. If anybody from Swift is watching this video, here's the weird thing about it. So since I haven't gotten my 8,000 miles yet to be able to earn a fuel bonus, does that mean my driver leader and his employees are making money still? Because I know that if you have a good fuel bonus, if you get your fuel bonus, your driver leader and his employees or the team also gets fuel bonuses too. So if you know, I'm not getting fuel bonus till I hit 8,000 miles, but I'm still saving great money on fuel for Swift, is my driver leader making money from me? I mean, not making money from me, but is my driver leader getting paid for my fuel, for my miles per gallon, while I'm not getting paid for it? If anybody from Swift is watching this video, let me know, because I just thought about it right now. I can't get fuel bonus money on my paycheck till I hit 8,000 miles. I'm around 6,000 miles, but I do know that, what's it called, your driver leader and the team, they also get paid for you saving great money on fuel. So me not getting my fuel bonus money for not hitting 8,000 miles, does that mean that, you know, the team is making money while I'm not making money? You know, let me know in the comments. Anyways, also the road is now empty, way more empty now. You can see the Thanksgiving effect hidden in because the road is way empty. I like it like this. I like it like. Also, I'm not sure if you guys are in the trucking industry, and if you are in the trucking industry, so FMCA, I believe that's the governing body of the trucking industry in the United States of America. they've made this new law coming up soon where all semi trucks, it doesn't matter if you have an owner, if you're owner op, lease op, whatever, there'll be speed limiting you to 65 miles per hour. Like nobody can go above 65 miles per hour. There'll be a speed limiter from now going. They'll install some device on your truck. You have to go to somewhere and they'll install a device on your truck, on your semi truck, and you will be limited to 65 miles per hour. Do you know how crazy that is? 65 miles per hour. Sometimes, even though I'm on cruise, I'm up to 65 miles per hour. I absolutely love it because I don't have to. It doesn't feel like I'm tripping over anybody. I'm just driving straight. You know, I'm just enjoying my life, right? And all the dumbasses can pass me, or people who like are in a rush. But imagine the guys getting paid per load. Like imagine you get paid per load, and you know your sweet spot is like 68 miles per hour. Do you know how crazy it would be to be driving 65 miles per hour? Like if they're limiting semi trucks at 65 miles per hour, how come they don't limit four-wheelers for 65 miles per hour? Like, cause that would make, cause in a truck, if you know anything about driving a semi truck or OTR or even a day cab, you know your biggest obstacle sometimes is not even your truck, it's other four-wheelers. They're like one of the most dangerous things out there. And sometimes the dangerous thing out there sometimes on the road is other truck drivers too. But the main obstacle is four-wheelers, you know, four-wheel sedans, you know, people in nice Corvette. I mean, nice. Jeez, I just said a Corvette, but nice Camaro right there. But anyways, you know, other four-wheelers cutting you off, brake checking you. They're the most dangerous people out there. So how come they don't get a speed limiter too now? A speed limiter too. Like, hey, you can't go above 70 miles per hour. That's your speed limit. People will fight. People will go crazy over that. But honestly, in our society nowadays, if a law doesn't affect them, they don't care. They'll be okay. A law doesn't affect me. I guess it's good for the environment, you know. And I know all these insurance companies for the trucking industry will be like, you know, it will be good for the environment. It will be good for the greenhouse. You know, we'll be saving money on gas and the environment. So they'll use that selling point, and I bet somebody will be voting it in, which they just did. So let me know in the comments how you feel about it. You know, just all trucks being limited to 65 miles per hour. Man, these cops are posted up. Oh, it's only one cop up there, but let me know what you think about it. Like, is it? I'm not sure if people will actually, if other truck drivers will actually be cool with that, because most of the owner ops that pass me are going like 75 miles per hour on average, 75. And how do I know that? This Freightliner has a radar system, right? And if a car is 500 feet in front of it or lower, I can see how fast they're going. Like right now, this car is going 75 miles per hour. How do I know? I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but on my dash, it has a radar and I can see how fast this guy is going. So he's going 70 miles per hour. So I can, like, if a truck just steams rolls past me and then he gets in my lane, I can use this driving assistant to see how fast he's going. So I know on average they're going 75, the lowest is 70, and some companies are going 68. So 65 miles per hour, oof. For every truck, that will, now that I think about it, that will make every situation worse, because you know there's other truck drivers with big egos and micro PPs that, you know, that if you guys are aware of, what's it called, turtle race. So imagine you're in a two-lane road and another truck is passing you. You are a truck driver, or another truck driver is driving, and another truck is passing you. But guess what? You guys are both stuck going 65 miles per hour in a two-lane road. And instead of the guy in the right lane backing off so that the guy can overtake him, some people will back off and let the other guy overtake them. But you know, some people with crazy big egos and micro PPPs, no offense to anybody, but with micro PPPs, who will not back out? They'll just chill in that lane, and they'll be okay, if you think you can pass me, I'm not gonna slow down. So guess what's gonna happen? It's a two-lane road with two trucks going 65 miles per hour. That will really suck. And these things are already happening right now with trucks that don't have any governors. So now imagine every semi-truck in the United States of America being governed to 65 miles per hour. Oh man, that would be, oof. Because I can guarantee you that guy is not going 65 miles per hour. I mean, the trucks that I usually pass, right? So I'm governed to 65 miles per hour with cruise control. and 63 miles per hour with pedal, and then 68 miles per hour on Smart Pass. Smart Pass is only an hour long, and that's if you're passing another truck, right, that you kind of match its speed with. But the only trucks that I only pass on the road, right, are usually trucks that are going on upgrades and I'm lighter, so I can just steamroll past them. But lately I've learned not to even pass those trucks, because guess what? When you get on the downgrades or when you get on the straightaways, they'll come and pass you again, and then they'll get on the upgrade and then you pass them again. So it makes no sense to even overtake them. But the slowest trucks I pass nowadays is prime. They are like governed to like 63 miles per hour. I feel for you guys, man. 63 miles per hour is insane. But those guys are governed to 63 miles per hour. Those are the only trucks that I pass. So imagine the right lane, all trucks going 65 miles per hour, dude. That's mess. It makes like, I mean, honestly, some of these laws nowadays that are being made are made by people who don't even drive semi trucks, you know. So it makes, because some of these laws are ridiculous. For example, the 14-hour clock. If you drive OTR, I feel bad for you, because that 14-hour clock F's you over multiple times. I understand the 70 and us having the HOS because it protects us. It's like, I'm not gonna lie, some of the rules they make is for safety. Like really, some of the rules they make is actually for safety. But some of the other rules is like, yeah, let's make these rules so that, you know, we have a reason to be here. Because if they're not making any rules and they're sitting on their if they're just sitting in the office and not doing anything, they'll get voted out or something. I mean, that's what I think. But because it makes no sense, man. Like 65, like it doesn't make any sense. Like here, let me give you a perspective. Imagine all cars. Like let's say you drive a 4-wheeler car, you drive a sedan, an SUV, and imagine everybody on the road is governed to 65 miles per hour. Do you know how like annoying that would be? Everybody on the road. Like, imagine you don't drive a semi truck. Everybody on the road is governed to 65 miles per hour. Dude, like you were pulling your hair out in just on the highway. 10 minutes on the highway, you'd be pulling your hair out. Now imagine semi trucks weighing 80,000 pounds. You want to pass this guy because this guy is stuck on an upgrade, right? You pass him, and then you get to the straightaway, he passes you. But no way, he can't pass you now, because guess what? He's governed at 65 miles per hour. So guess what? Both of you guys will be going this way all the way for like 10-15 miles if nobody backs out. It makes no sense. While I honestly don't think that rule is not gonna stand, because I don't think a lot of truck drivers will be. I mean the trucking industry is like straight up trash right now, to be honest. Luckily I'm not the owner op or a lease op, but I know the trucking industry is like really bad right now, and there's a lot of like CDL holders, like a lot of CDL holders out there who are not driving trucks. Because guess what? The rules are getting more and more ridiculous nowadays, man. It's kind of funny that I'm saying this, because I got in the trucking industry at the most awkward moments ever. Honestly, I got in the trucking industry at the most awkward moment ever. But honestly, I'm getting all my endorsements and finding a nice tanker job or something later on. Because the trucking industry is just, so it's like, and all these crazy rules, man. I'm not gonna mention the sensitive ones, but it's crazy how, I mean, personally, I think it's crazy how we are allowed to drink alcohol. Of course, we are not allowed to drink alcohol while driving a semi-truck, right? But we are, I mean, not allowed, but alcohol is not banned. You can drink alcohol when you are like on home time and you won't be driving a truck for at least a week and a half. You can drink alcohol and have fun with your friends, right? But let's say you are on home time for 2 weeks or a month, and God forbid you go and, you know, enjoy, you know, this Mary Jane out there. You are screwed. Yes, your CDL is completely gone. Or just because you enjoyed some Mary Jane from like 6 months ago when you weren't even a truck driver, it's gonna mess you up majorly. So some of these rules is just, hey, you know, I'm just a newbie, so I can't say anything, but it makes no sense. Because I would honestly, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but luckily I played a lot of sports and like recreational sports and stuff before I even got into the trucking industry. So I don't know how some of these DRUGS works, but I do know that the Mary Jane is really good for stress, apparently, right? I haven't had any experiences with it, luckily, or I don't know if I'm lucky for that, but I haven't had any experiences with it, right? And I do know that the Mary Jane is good for stress relief. And nowadays, with all these retired or about to retire old school truckers, you know, it will be good for them to use that Mary Jane to relieve stress. And it's just not. And it's not all about smoking it. It's all about, I think there's CBD now. Even if you don't know, truck drivers can't even use CBD. That's how crazy it is. Luckily, I haven't got the use for it, but I would honestly prefer, I know some of you guys might go crazy over this, but I would honestly prefer if they banned alcohol, right, for truck drivers, but Mary Jane can be allowed, or not even Mary Jane, but all these other stress relief things out there could be allowed. Maybe not ban it, but maybe not ban alcohol. But if you don't know, a lot of truck drivers, if you're coming into the trucking industry and if you're not aware, please don't touch any Mary Jane for at least 6 months. Not because you think, oh, you'll do some urine test. No, not some urine test, bro. They are gonna pluck your hair. They'll pluck your hair, and that hair strand goes back 6 months. Or you will shave your head, well, they'll take hair from your body. Or you will shave your whole body, well, they'll say you fail the test. And guess what? The second you get a fail on your clearinghouse, the second you get a fail on your clearinghouse for any type of drug, you are screwed. Your CDL, say goodbye to the trucking industry, because you are screwed. And I know, and not even just know, but I know a lot of people, and even just going on Reddit, there's millions and millions of people out there who want to come into the trucking industry, but they can't, because guess what? The Mary Jane ban is out there, and some people are not just using the Mary Jane because they're using it. It's because some people are like medically prescribed to it, right? Like it's a medically. I mean, it's 2022, about to be 2023. You know, our government is catching up, I think, in terms of, you know, modern. I don't know, but like I know a lot of people who want to come in the trucking industry, but guess what? They're using Mary Jane, right? And if we want this country to move forward, because I can guarantee you the self-driving truck is not going to be here for at least 30 years. Self-driving trucks is not going to be here for at least 30 years. Maybe on the highway, but sometimes even on the highway, look at Teslas. I mean, I can use Tesla as an example. The Tesla autopilot is not good. I mean, it's okay, but you know, you can't trust that autopilot all the way. Even Teslas have it in their manuals for autopilot. Now you imagine driving an 80,000 pound machine. You think that truck is gonna be driving itself alone in the middle of Wyoming and with 20-mile-an-hour winds slapping it to the left and right on the highway? No. You think a semi-truck is gonna handle a self-driving semi-truck is gonna handle a four-wheeler cutting them off and understanding not to immediately go on the brakes but ease onto the brakes? No. So so self-driving trucks is a long way ahead. Before even, it will at least 25 years to 30 years. By the time self-driving trucks will be like a big main thing, I'll probably be in a whole different industry, honestly. So now imagine all these old school retirees from the trucking industry retiring. Now we need new and younger drivers getting into the trucking industry, right? But that can't happen. And why is that? Because guess what? Most of these younger dudes, not because I'm not saying it's bad that they're doing that, but most of these younger kids and younger guys out there in their 20s and 22s who want to come into the trucking industry, they can't, because guess what? Some of them are using Mary Jane, and not because it's like they're using it as a bad thing, but okay, I'm gonna have to switch lanes because this guy is like you drive a Toyota RAV4, speed up. You see what I'm talking about? Now imagine a self-driving semi-truck. You think a self-driving semi-truck will be able to understand and gauge the fact that Mrs. right here, who can drive up to 70 miles per hour in like 3 seconds or 10 seconds, is slowing down on the ramp. You think a self-driving truck will understand it and change lanes? No, the semi-truck will keep going or slam on the brakes. And when a semi-truck slams on the brakes, people are behind you and they'll come hit you. God forbid if it's another semi-truck. So there's all these small obstacles that I'm like, no, self-driving semi-trucks it's not gonna be here for a while, honestly, just to be honest with you. And to get back to the topic that I was saying, you know, there's all these younger generation of drivers who want to come into the industry and drive, but they can't because the whole Mary Jane thingy is going on, right? And it's banned. I mean, I know that I think it's gonna be federally allowed, right? It's gonna be federally allowed. Like they'll make it like a recreational thing. I think for Mary Jane. I think that's what it is. If you don't know what Mary Jane is, look it up. I'm not gonna say the actual word, but I'm in a company truck. They're probably listening to me right now, so I'm not gonna say that word. But it's Mary Jane is like federally like illegal. So even if they allow it federally, even if they say, if the federal government or the government in whole says, hey, Mary Jane is allowed in the trucking industry, some companies will still ban it. You know what I'm saying? And the companies who don't ban it, I know they'll be getting some good drivers. Because I can guarantee you, I mean, I hope none of this happened, but I would rather have a you know, what word should I use? I would rather have a driver actively using Mary Jane while driving than a drunk driver. If I have to choose in those two situations, I hope none of it happens. But if there was a situation where I have to choose between a drunk semi-truck driver driving around 70 miles per hour in an 80,000-pound machine or a high driver, I would choose a high driver, because probably they'll be more calmer and they won't be road raging and stuff. But you know, that's my opinion. Luckily, I don't really use these stuff, so I don't know how it works for other people, but that's my opinion on how, you know, stuff works. But hey, who am I to say? You know, who am I to say? I'm glad we're having this conversation because time is moving really fast. time is like steaming fast. But yeah, like, it's crazy to think about it, man. It's just all these crazy laws in the trucking industry. It's not like, cause now imagine this. Mary Jane is now banned, right, for the next 20 years. All these other drivers are retiring. I mean, don't get me wrong, there will be other drivers who are not dependent on Mary Jane, right? Don't get me wrong, right? But as our new generation of truck drivers are starting to come in, it won't be at a substantial rate where you'll be getting more drivers, because guess what? Some of these drivers can't drive because what? Mary Jane. And if you know anything about the trucking industry moves America, you know. It's no lies to be said, the trucking industry moves America. I can guarantee you, if every truck driver on this in the United States of America, day cab, sleeper, OTR, tanker, whatever, if they all decide, hey, I'm not working today, if all of them decide they're not working for at least a week, dude, the country will be in a mess. If you pay attention to the news, I think what's it called, the railroad drivers, not drivers, but the train drivers or something, they went on a strike, and things nearly went worse to the point that the government had to make a deal with them or something. I'm not really educated on that point, but if you know anything about that situation, now imagine the truck drivers doing it for a week. A mess. Maybe a month, a mess will happen. And of course, the trucking industry is not unionized. You know, we're not union, so hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's a weird, the trucking industry, man, is just, it's a whole lot of BS is going on, man. It's just, hopefully we get some new leaders up in the trucking industry who can say, okay, I would rather ban these other, you know, substance than not ban it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, who am I to say? That's not my opinion. That's, you know, I don't make the rules, so but yeah, just something to think about how crazy the industry is nowadays. I have my sunglasses on. It's like 5 p.m. right? It's like 4:28 p.m. but I have my sunglasses on. It looks like it's like 6 p.m. It's funny. But we are an hour away, so we are pretty close. But I'll get back with you guys when we are closer, honestly. What's up, guys? So we are about 8 minutes from our delivery. Well, about 4 minutes actually. For 9 minutes, 9 minutes from our delivery. It's a bit dark right now, so you guys can't really see a lot. But we are finally in Elucid, Ohio, what I believe that's what it's called, or Wilbaro, Ohio, however you say it. it was quite a quiet drive. I know this is a drastic change. It was like bright and night. It was all sunny, now it's all dark, but that's how boring the drive was. We are finally about 5-10 minutes from our destination. This will be the end of the episode. I mean, not right now, but this will be close to the end of the episode. I wouldn't do the whole drop and hook.
Right and take the exit 185.
I'm not gonna do the drop and hooks because you guys have seen that in episode 1. But yeah, Thanksgiving has been pretty chill, honestly, nothing crazy. Thanksgiving drive has been chill, nothing crazy. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say, just interesting. I hope you guys can see because it's dark outside and there isn't a lot of lights, sunlight, so I hope you guys can see. But I will show you guys the way to get into the store. It's a bit tricky, to say the least. I mean, it's not as tricky as our last episode where we had to like back up and go back in. This one's pretty easy, but it's some tight maneuver, a little bit of tight maneuver. You know, nothing crazy, nothing really crazy to me.
Right and take the exit 185.
Man, that car is zooming. I can tell how fast it's going because he didn't cut in front of me. If he did cut in front of me, I'll probably just look at how fast he was going. But it's been an empty road so far. Like when I wasn't recording, it was just empty drive all the way. Literally just empty drive all the way. And one thing I forgot. East Lake, Ohio 91. Also, one thing I nearly forgot to mention was when we were at the Love's Fuel Island. When I used the bathroom, I saw that my forehead. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So I have the GoPro mount on, right? The GoPro head mount. I have the GoPro head mount on, right? And
after 900 feet,
let's let the GPS go off. All right, now the GPS is off, but I have the GoPro head mount on, and I went into the bathroom to use the bathroom, obviously, and I looked in the mirror, and my forehead is literally like there is this. I wouldn't call it a scar, but just I have this like print of the GoPro main mount right on my forehead. So it's kind of funny, but wanted to talk about it. I can turn right on a red light here, but can't really see that far with that bridge there, and I'm not really in the mood to, you know, test that out. So I'll just wait for the green and then I will go. There it is. There it is. But yeah, I definitely have to ask dispatch about my next service for the truck, because for this Freightliner.
After 3/4 of a mile, turn left.
Because my brakes were really weird. Like when I was coming onto the ramp before I started this video, I had to really go deep into my brakes than usual. Like I had to really I was cruising around 60 miles per hour. That was the speed limit. And I had to like really go deep into the brakes just to slow down. I could have used engine brake, but it was like right there. So I went on the brakes and it was just weird. It was just like I had to really go deep into it, it was bizarre. So I'm gonna, not after this delivery, but after I get home, after I get back to the terminal, I will check. Tomorrow actually. Tomorrow's way better. I'll call dispatch.
After 1/4 of the mile, turn left onto Euclid Avenue.
And see what they're about. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is so I have to take a left. So it's better if I'm in this left lane, but of course I'm driving a semi, so I can't go into this left lane. So I have to stay in this right lane. And then after I make this turn, I immediately have to cut back into the left lane. And hopefully some people will let me in. Hopefully people will let me in. I mean, in my experiences so far at this store, they've let me in, so it's not like something bizarre where they haven't. But let's see. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Smooth day so far. I hope this video is not super long. I hope this video is not like crazy long or something. I really hope it's not like crazy long though, because my last couple of videos has been. Wait, so the GoPro wasn't charging this whole time, but I was charging it. Wow, this battery's dying really fast, man. You guys have to let me know in the comment section, man, how to stop my GoPro battery from dying so fast. It could be at 100%. I start recording at 1080p, 60 frames per second for like 5 minutes, and it's down to 80%. Because of that, I'm not putting the quality of the video to 4K. I can absolutely record in 4K for you guys and upload in 4K, but the camera dies so fast. Even though I charge it sometimes while recording or while I'm not using the GoPro, it dies just super quick, like way quick, man. It's weird. But why is every left turn that we get to, the light is taking so long, man? We've been at this light for like 3 minutes now. Come on. There it is. That's a nice Audi A5 in front of us.
Now turn left.
Alright, thankfully there's nobody in our left lane, so we'll still make this turn, and afterwards we can
After half a mile, turn left.
There's nobody there, so we'll stay green, buddy, because I'm not stopping. I can't stop. I have too much momentum to stop, even though I'm going 25 miles per hour. But yeah, our store should be right up ahead. I believe it's 25 miles per hour in this zone, so I gotta better watch my speed. But that's the Audi I was talking about. Audi A5. I thought it was a 2-door. Audi in white looks really good. It's like the Lexus 350 F Sport 2017 and up. They look really good in white.
After 1,000
in some colors too they do, but like white is kind of like the trademark of Lexus, I think. White paint color. I mean, that's what I think. But yeah, some Audis look really good in white paint. Okay, this is our turn.
Now turn left.
I'm glad there isn't a lot of ridiculous amount of traffic here. Yeah, the brake, there's something, I mean, there's not something up with the brake, but I have to get on the brakes way harder than I should, just to make a turn, or just to stop. That's I have to get on the brake way hard, like I have to really
turn right, and then you will reach your destination.
I have to like really get on the brakes just to slow down nowadays. I'm gonna test it up here. I'm not gonna do some crazy brakes.
Now turn right, and then you will reach your destination.
Yeah, I have to get on the brakes now more. Maybe it's because I have my. Wait, it's not. Excuse me. It's not this turn. It's not this turn. It's up ahead. Maybe it's because I'm barefooted. I'm driving barefoot right now. I don't walk outside the truck barefoot, but
turn right and then immediately turn right.
Maybe it's because I'm barefooted, so I don't have enough pressure to like push down on it. Maybe that's why it feels like that.
Now turn right and then turn left.
But yeah, man, I was barely speeding. I was going 3 miles per hour and it still jumped.
After 600 feet, turn right and then take the second right.
Making sure that the trailer doesn't clip the container up there. But yeah, I've delivered to this store before. It recently snowed it. The snow here hasn't even melted yet, which is interesting. But yeah, this is where we're gonna be stopping at. Whew. All right. Now let me
turn
fix.
right and then take the second right.
I might show you guys this back. Yeah, let me show you guys this back end. It's a bit interesting to say the least. To say the least is my favorite word now. but I have to put it all the way back in there. So it's an interesting back, so I'll show you guys. Yeah, there's something up with this brake. There's something up with my brakes. It's weird. I barely got on it and it was saying that I'm using too much air pressure, brake pressure, but all right. Let me show you guys this interesting back. I mean, it's nothing crazy or too hard, but just wanted to show you guys. Where's my creep mode at? There it is. Alright. I'm just using creep mode right now. I'm not even on the throttle. Oof, let's cut it in. Again, we don't have to be perfect because we just drop in this here, but let's do a pull up. It looked like we were so close, but we weren't even that close. But all right, there it is. Okay, so that's why. So this trailer, whoever dropped the trailer on our right side, is parked is so weird. Like, it's so awkward. Whoever dropped the trailer on our right side is just, it's not straight at all. Yeah, it's not. I can see it even in the mirrors. It's not straight at all. So even though we backing up straight in there, that trailer is so crooked that even if we back up straight, it's still gonna mess us up. So I'm gonna have to park crooked too, because if I park straight, this trailer will scrape that trailer here. See, now I gotta make it this way. All right, I'll just keep it this way then. Yeah, that trailer up here on our right side is crooked. Again, we're just dropping this trailer, so. But yes, that'll be the end of the video. I really appreciate you guys watching and staying with me this long. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.